Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name's Nick. Today we are looking at the Accurascale exclusive DC Freight Class 60, and this one is with DCC sound, and we've been kindly lent this to do a review. Today also we're using a new lighting rig. There'd be one of my subscribers, they've let me borrow it for a while, so thank you very much for letting me do that. You know who you are. Thanks again. Now, we'll open up this Accurascale Class 60. They've just been released, and we'll see what they have to offer. So they're always in the big Accurascale loco box. They're always very impressive. You can see it's in the DC Freight livery. And as we open the box, we have the exclusive edition certificate along with the paperwork to go with it, and the decoder function list. Placing that to one side and opening up what we have. Humongous amount of foam, and one of the normal standard sort of plastic inserts you get with most modern image locos nowadays. Now the first thing I've noticed there is the weight of the loco. It is very, very heavy. We'll get that open. It's very, very well packed. The foam inserts, so take them out and put them to one side, along with the plastic cover. This is very important to read, apparently. It's that important. Now, let's have a look. What else do we have? We have a pair of etched nameplates, which have, looks like they fell out where they're supposed to be, but it's okay. There they are, you can just about see it. And I heard about this. There's different details for the ends of the loco you can fit as well. Complete buffer ends with the ploughs on, you can choose to fit, along with some small other details as well as some hoses. By opening that up, it looks very, very good. In fact, I have the old Hornby one to compare it to, so I'll just pass that over. Now, it's not the same livery, but it will give you an idea. Right there. The detail on the Accurascale one is a lot finer, that's for sure. I'll get rid of this packaging to one side. So the difference is quite staggering already. Inside the Accurascale, you can see inside the radiator bay, and you can see all of the linings there, the pipe work and all that, and it's very, very evident, very, very clear compared to the Hornby one, which is just it's kind of hidden really. It's not highlighted or anything like that. But looking at the Accurascale, which is incredibly heavy, get a closer look there, you can see it's very, very well done. It's very nice. You can see it has the sprung buffers, I'd say, yeah. And something new to 00, they have the clear eye for the hook coupling. I did watch a video the other day, and the reason they said they did that and left the hook black is because the mind will not accept there's nothing connecting the loco to the train, so there has to be something that's visible between them, and just the hook looked better than having the hook and the hook eye. Now I turn it around, and again it's more brilliant detail inside. You can really see in there. Above the radiators, that's where the speaker is. It's very nice, 12-wheel drive. Lots of oil has been applied, as you can see, some of it's leaked out. And again, there's the kinematic coupling. Looking into the cab, you can see the cab is fully detailed. I don't know how well that's coming out on camera, but I can see it. All of the seats and controls are all there, and they all look fairly realistic as well. But we'll stick that on the track and see how she runs. Now, we'll go for our first run and see how well it goes. So stick the lights on. Oh, they're on the end, so let's go. It's very, very smooth. And we'll run it back the other way. And incredibly smooth running back the other way as well. Very, very impressive. Printing on the sides is exemplary, as with all Accurascale stock. I can't see any fault on that, in fact. Comparing it to the Hornby, it's slightly finer. I can perhaps read, well, I can't read them, but I can tell that there's definitely writing there on the warning signs and the specs on the side of the loco. Whereas on the Hornby one, it's a little bit blurred. I can tell that the printing there isn't so good. Just as a comparison, you can see here. You can tell that's supposed to be some sort of writing, but it's not great. And then on the DC rail Accurascale one, it's definitely there. Right, we'll try out how it hauls. We'll just connect it up to a set of wagons behind, and then we'll try that sound out and see how it goes. That's it. Now we'll stick the sound on. Why am I getting no engine sound? This is interesting. Number 1 doesn't appear to turn the engine sound on, so let's have a look at the instructions. It does say here that's what it does. I have nothing else, no other functions on, so number 1's on, number 1's off. We'll try resetting the loco by letting the power run out. It's got great capacitors on it, as you can see the lights are still on. When they turn off, we can put it back on again. There. Now we'll try again. Number 1. There we go, so we have sound now. There must have been some sort of bug or something that wouldn't let it start. There's a brilliant amount of bass to the sound. You probably can't hear it from the video, but here I can almost feel it through the baseboard. It appears to have some auto braking as well, so when I bring it into the shop, we'll hear some braking sounds as we stop. Just right. So I'll give that a thrash. So, it's actually rather brilliant loco, that's great sounding. But we'll just give that one a pause because this is a double feature video. I have been lent the other one that the other guys bought, and that is the Accurascale Class 60. And he has his one also in the GBRf, so we'll get that out of the box and have a look at that as well. And we'll compare them too. Now, we'll just open that. And again, we have the paperwork that comes with it, without the certificate. And again, the different functions there. Again, the same box, same warnings. And we'll get this out. It's got the same parts included by the looks of it as the other one. It does. Etched name plates, these ones are in red. This one's called Penny Gent, as opposed to the DC Rail Freight one, which was Thomas Bernardo. Put all these bits of packaging to one side, and we can have another look at that one. We'll see what is provided. Yeah. Another brilliant Class 60. Accurascale have tooled up the different Class 60s to reflect the different prototypes out there in the wild. starting, I can see straight away we have the black radiator grille and lights across the front of this one, whereas the DC rail is yellow in the middle. And I can also see the horns have covers on the GBRf one, whereas the DC rail freight on the left hand side of your screen does not. I put them both the same way around. There. Now, before I run the GBRf one, I just want to show people, if they've got a DCC ready one, where that chip is. Supposedly it's under here. We'll see how easy that comes off. Very easy. So it's just 4 magnets that hold it down. And there's your chip there. You can pull it in and take it out as you need. And I shall just cover that back up, and it's as easy as that. Now we'll try out this one, see how this sounds and how it runs. Now, still on low core address 3, so I haven't got to change that. And the lights are on, which is great, so we'll reverse that up. Again, it's perfect out the box. Yeah, it's not quite on the track, I don't think. Now it is. I'll turn on the sound. In fact, I'll leave that on the opposite. We'll leave that there so you can see it. And now, it's very impressive. Again, the bass is really high. So I'll bring it into brake and see if it makes the brake squeal noise as well. Spot on, perfect. Very, very good. What we'll do now is take a closer look at them and have a look at the smaller details that are viewable on this brilliant model. So, here we are. Absolutely amazing, all the detail on that. Looking in there, we can see all of the pipe work, bit of focus. There you are. And around the front, we can see clearly as well, it's got the prototypical single exhaust, the same as this one. Overall, it's a brilliant loco. For the price they're at the moment, it makes the Hornby one look very expensive. Hornby are still trying to pass this off for a similar price, even though the tooling's around 10 years old, or older actually. There's just no comparison. However, if you can find the Hornby one second hand for a decent price, then you can pick up one of those. I'd say anything less than 100 will be a decent price on one of them. In fact, what I'll do, I'll just pop it on the track so you can see the difference. In fact, when I pull this off, you shall hear that the capacitors do a great job, so it's still playing the sounds. For all that time, so you won't be getting stuck on points with those. But I'll stick the Hornby version on now, with the coupling end the right way round. That would help. This is the 8-pin TTS version. And I'll turn that on, you can see the difference, hear the difference as well. Just pop it back here. I mean, it's a good representation, but it's nothing like the Accurascales. But we'll give that a run now. So as you can see, it's a good runner. But it just doesn't have the finesse that the Accurascale models do. Again, great in the bargain bucket if you can find one. But for extra £60 or £70, you can get the DCC ready Accurascale, or 269, you can get the full sound versions. But that's it for today. If you've liked what you've seen, hit that subscribe button. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.